Good morning, everybody. Good morning and welcome to the show. Hey, listen, I'm sure by now you know from watching all the playoffs that the Pittsburgh Penguins are this year's Stanley Cup champs. Sometimes you need that grit to be a champion, to face and deal with a tough illness. Well, I'll tell you, a former NHL player and two-time Stanley Cup champion Bryan Bickell was diagnosed with relapsing MS in 2016. He joins us live via satellite with his doctor, Timothy Varanian, to tell us how he's doing and what he's doing now. So good morning, guys. Nice to have you with us. Bryan, maybe you can tell us when you were diagnosed and what your symptoms were.
Yeah, so I got diagnosed in November. First, my symptoms were I had a pain in my shoulder, and you know, being a hockey player, you kind of brush it off and move on with your day, and hopefully it just goes away. But then, as the weeks went on, it went down my arm and down my leg. So I knew something was thrown off, and I had to pull myself off the ice to get this looked at. And days later, I found out that I had MS.
It was such a tough diagnosis, and 2.3 million people have relapsing MS. So, doctor, maybe you can tell us what is relapsing MS and what is Bryan's treatment plan?
Right. So relapsing MS is a disease of the brain and spinal cord in which myelin, the insulation for the nerve fibers, is damaged. And that results in symptoms that can range from blurred vision to double vision, weakness, numbness, loss of coordination. It's unpredictable, and therefore that creates a significant amount of anxiety in patients, as you can imagine. It's an illness of young adults, so the person with MS has to contend with that illness their entire life. There are many treatments that are available now for MS. A handful of those are highly active or effective. And the treatment that Bryan's on, Tysabri, falls into that highly effective category. It reduces the likelihood that the disease will progress, and with it comes some, risks, like with any medication. And with Tysabri, the risk is a brain infection called PML. So a person going on this drug or any drug has to have a serious discussion with their physician about risks and benefits.
Bryan, you certainly are facing this just like you faced your career. How are you pouring all your energy now and your passion into this and helping others with this condition?
Yeah, from when I got diagnosed, it drove me to get back on the ice. I didn't want to finish my career that way, and at the same time, I inspired a lot of people, and that's what my goal was. I didn't just want to turn over and call it it. I wanted to finish off on top, and at the same time, I'm willing to inspire a lot of people in a positive way that I went through, and spread the word, and that's what we're looking forward to.
Yeah, and you haven't let any time go by. I mean, you started a foundation, and you want a lot of people to know about what's going on and the latest treatments out there. And how is all that going?
It's going good. So we've started our foundation a long time ago. It helps abused type dogs, pit bull types, and then we worked with abused kids, and now we're going to be working with MS people. We're going to give them service dogs to what they need of stability or emotionally, and service their needs, and we're willing to do that through our foundation, money free, that we're going to pay for everything and help them out.
Bryan, you have fans all over the world, and I'm sure they are thinking about you, and you've got a lot of prayers coming your way. So we want to thank you for sharing this with us this morning and wish you the best. And Dr. Varanian, you take care of him, okay?
I will.
All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. And here is some information. If you'd like just to go to Biogen, you can learn more about what Doctor has been talking about with this treatment. All right.